Ballz Visual Radio on a Thursday afternoon. We've got blogs coming up a bit later on with 4 of our bloggers joining us in studio. 2 of them. Ben's coming in as well, right, Simon?
Yep.
And
the new guy, Sean.
Simply Sean. Tank Ladding, front row grunt, and follow the bounce. And Sport Billy says from Neisner, they'll be our bloggers discussing what is the winning topic today. Is it still tight?
Matt?
Still tight, eh? All right, we'll let you know when we get to blogs. First up, though, we're very happy to welcome to Ballz Visual Radio for the first time, Smoking Habit. Are you cool? You ready to go? Right, Joost van der Westhuizen, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again, my friend. It's been a while. It was at another spot. It's actually at our golf day last year, I think. Last time we saw you there.
Year ago,
yeah. Well, obvious question to go. How are you?
I'm well. I'm very well, emotionally good, fighting fit. Just handle every day, day by day.
Take each day as it comes. And obviously we are visual, so people watching this will be able to see. And I think if he's going to look at you physically and go, okay, how's Joost looking? And you're looking as big and strapping as you always did. I mean, you're still muscular. You got, you're still looking fit. So that's good.
Yeah, not physically as I was, but of the deterioration in muscle. But I have to be in the gym every day to keep the muscles going. I'm on a lot of medication. As you can hear, my speech is a bit backwards, but that's a good thing. Now I can have a beer and sound the same.
It's not backwards. Whatever. If you have a beer, maybe it comes right again. Have you tried that?
No.
It's not backwards. It's still in the right order. It's just a little bit slower. But I mean, that's look. This is all part and parcel of the disease. I don't know if there's anyone else out there that wouldn't know what it is that you do suffer from. But obviously, when you talk about the deterioration and stuff like that, just basically in layman's terms, tell us what it's doing to you. What happens in your day-to-day life since you've got this.
Yeah, basically, my immune system turned against me. It's breaking my nerve system down. I've got ALS, which is the most aggressive form of motor neuron. It just signals from your brain to your muscles break down. For instance, you can see when there's no signal, the muscle has got no use and just break down. And then everyday life, getting ready in the morning takes half an hour. Brush my teeth, shave with 2 hands.
Sorry, can I just interrupt you there? It used to take you half an hour to get ready in the morning anyway.
No, it took me 10 minutes.
That's not what the forwards used to say.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah. So my day-to-day life is slower, but you adapt. I mean, I'm not gonna sit at home and feel sorry and die and just deteriorate. I live every day, keep as busy as possible, run around, try to see my kids and enjoy life.
Just as I sit next to you here, I watch your arm and it twitches. What is that?
It's because he's sitting next to you.
I'll move away.
It's called fasciculation. That's the first sign I received that something was wrong. I was sitting at work and I saw my shirt twitch, and I thought it was just the old rugby injury, and then went to the doctor 6 months later and was diagnosed.
So you didn't go immediely to the doctor?
You know me then.
Yeah.
I mean, broken bones.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah.
And I thought actually in '98 I had a very serious concussion. and the doc told me later on it will give me problems. When I went for all the MRI scans, X-rays, nothing. Just rare disease.
So it just comes on. I mean, it's and as you say, you know, you're and I mean, you're a rugby player. You've always sort of took on different challenges, handled them your own way. I mean, it has been have you ever thought if you weren't a rugby player, would this have happened at all? Because you say obviously from the concussion, and there's also talk that, you know, playing after you retired, you know, playing some of the Legends games with the guys, you don't prepare yourself as well for those games, and that's got nothing to do with it.
Got absolutely nothing to do with it. The doctor in Cleveland, they don't even know, but they suspect toxins.
Okay.
Now, if you think about me playing on the field away, what do? I lick my fingers all the time. 100 times a game, training, that's what I used to do. And accompanied with that, a lot of stress just triggered it. And they believe is that we can't prove it.
Are they talking about the fertilizers that could have been on the field?
It's more the herbicides. For instance, in America, they were forced to change the paint on the American football fields because of toxins. There's an Italian team, soccer team, 5 or 6 out of the 11 has got M&E in the same team.
Wow, jeez.
So they believe herbicides play a role.
Which is why they actually tell you do not, and I mean, I used to do this a lot on a golf course. I used
do
to
not
actually
lick your ball.
Yeah, exactly. Do not lick your ball. And I mean, you used to even, I don't know if you did. You probably
never.
Okay, you never told me, but
I'm surprised you actually licked your ball, because you usually used to hit a ball away a hole, so that you actually had the time to do that.
I thought you were going to say you normally picked up by the time you got on the green. No, but I used to have this habit of taking the ball, instead of, you know, if you didn't have a caddy or anyone, but you take the ball, you got a little grass mark on it. I used to just lick it to get it wet and wipe it off. And I remember Kevin Stone at the Elks Club kept saying to me, "Don't do that." Because all the stuff they use to fertilize the greens and stuff, it can be very dangerous.
Yeah, then people ask the question, why doesn't everybody get it then? Well, the answer is, millions of people smoke, not everybody gets cancer.
Yeah. But I mean, you did mention the stress part of it as well, and I mean, it's you know, that's not something we're going to be discussing today as far as everything that happened. I mean, the one thing we can say though, I mean, the stress is a big part of it, because you went through so much stuff, and then this almost backed up straight onto the you know, as you were coming out of all of that, boom, this came. You wouldn't wish that on anybody. But the stress, you can understand, was there.
But you know, it's also my own doing. I mean, I know now how I should have treated the stress part. I mean, the way I treated it was wrong. But I only know it now. But you know, there's nothing you can do about the past, but a hell of a lot about the future.
The future. Tell us how, sorry Sash, before you come in, tell us just how you, in hindsight, feel you should have dealt with the stress of everything that was going on.
Well, quite simple. Take responsibility. To say, sorry, it happened 3 years ago, was a dark place, and I made a mistake.
And move on.
But in actual fact, I listened to wrong people, and I shouldn't have.
Sash?
Yeah, you know, don't want to dwell on that, but I think it's very courageous, you know, the way that you just stand up now and say, listen, I made a mistake. I wanted to ask you, Joost, you mentioned you're on a whole lot of different kind of medication. In terms of this medication, how does it affect you? Does it affect you when you take it? Do you feel that there's a difference? And what kind of medication are you on that hopefully is now going to prolong this or stop the sort of worsening of what you have? Well,
let's just ascertain that, because I think that's something we haven't brought out in the interview yet. We were just chatting beforehand, but you went to London. You've been to numerous places to try and find something. So in typical your style, you're fighting this thing as much as you have from the time that you got it first. You first found out that you had it. Your last trip was to London, where you went to go and see someone who's got an experimental drug which you're taking now, and that was how long ago?
It was the whole of May.
May. All right, just getting to Sasha's question then. What has been the results of that?
When I see, the main thing is to keep your muscle as healthy as possible. In Cleveland, I mean, they put me on vitamin A, B, C, I mean, you can name it. Selenium, I take about 40 tablets a day. The LS I have is called Bulba. It's the upper body deteriorates first, then you get another one lower body, then you get other one the whole body. Now for me, most important is to keep my muscle healthy with all the vitamins, nutrients, a lot of protein, in essence. Then I went, I've been all over, like you said, not just for me, but for all the MD sufferers in the world, especially South Africa. The drug is called AIMS Pro. It's only a phase 2. If you go on my website, www.joost.co.za, all the information is there. What this drug is doing is returning your immune system to work for you, not against you. I'm only on it now for 2 months. Very expensive. It's £200 a shot.
Yeah.
I take 2 a day for the rest of my life. And we up. I would like to believe my deterioration stopped. Now I'm allowed again to gym. A normal MD patient is not allowed to gym. Back in the gym every day, and smiling. You know what? There's hope.
How? I'm going to ask you in a moment about the whole mental approach to it, because a lot of diseases are more related to your mental approach to it, to the way your mind is set, as much as it might be physically. But I just want to go on to the actual. The physical aspect of it. What you say, gym every day? How long do you spend there? And what? I mean, is there pretty much everything you can do there?
Oh yeah, I'm in a biomechanical fitness center in Rivonia. I have my own personal trainer. A lot of stretching, a lot of tests. Do blood tests regularly. I have to go back to London within a month. In the UK, they have a blood test. They do that you don't get here, and that will determine how far my immune system and how strong it gets, maybe to lower the dose.
All right. So in rugby terms, at the moment, you see it as. I'm thinking Durban. You played that game, eh? The big comeback game.
Comeback.
I'm thinking Durban. So it's got to a point where you're so far behind. You've turned it around. Now you've got to get to a tie first, and then you go in front.
Yeah.
That's exactly where you are now. It's very exciting to hear that. And I want to ask you about the mental aspect. How much of it, because your outlook and everything, and I mean, I saw you quite a bit during that bad time in your life as well. You're a completely different person. When I just look at your face, and you seem very relaxed, very calm about life, very at peace with yourself as well. I know obviously there are some issues that would in your life you would like to be different. We'll get to that, but how much of it do you think has been your mental approach to life ahead?
A lot. I'm gonna say a funny thing. I'm glad I got this disease. Quite simple. Now I know where I come from. I'm not the man I used to be. Got away with everything. I met the most unbelievable friends, true friends. Just give you a different perspective on life. I can die tomorrow. I'll do it with a smile. At ease with myself. I enjoy life the way I should have in the past.
When you say you're glad you got the disease, do you feel that if this hadn't come on, that that you would have carried on as you were then? Because you seem to be fighting the entire world.
The thing is that yes, it felt like I've been fighting the whole world. But number one is take responsibility, as I said. Number two, stop blaming others. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Quite simple. Stop blaming other people. Find peace within yourself and the way you live. I mean, you know, some people, and I used to be like that, worry so much about what other people think, you actually forget yourself.
Simon?
Yes, you mentioned the medication that you're on now and that it costs £200 a shot and that you're taking it twice a day. How are you paying for all this treatment?
You made millions in his rugby career. What are you talking about?
I've got a lot of help from Kevin Bridges, the president of Solar. The South African rugby legends are so phenomenal. They're unbelievable. Help me where they can. Luckily for me, I had a dreaded disease policy that paid out, and that's how I afford it.
Yeah, and Gavin, second time his name has been mentioned here on the show in the space of a week. He's an unbelievable man. I mean, I know he doesn't like people talking about him and stuff, but whenever there's a sports person that is in trouble or needs help, he always steps in and he's always there. And I know he's been supporting you since, I mean, even before this thing came on. He's you know, and he stepped in for some other sports people as well when they were going through crisis in his life. So a very, very special guy, and he is a true friend. And you spoke about true friends. We saw you arrive with is it Quinton or Quintus?
Quinton.
That is Quinton. I think I called him Quintus. You're right with Quinton, who's obviously we've read about him and the fact that he's supporting you, looking after you at the moment, helping you out in areas that you need to. And I've never heard of, I don't know how long you've known him before, but I've known probably you could write all the names of people that have been your mates on a toilet roll. There have been so many in the past. How many of those are still around? None.
I've got most probably from the past 3 or 4, which is a good thing. I known Quinton, we worked together at a company in Pretoria for a year. I left and I got the disease, and he left his job to help me with the foundation. He's the manager of the foundation and he's a phenomenal friend.
Absolutely, seems like an absolutely amazing guy, and I haven't met him, but to make that sacrifice for you, I think is very special, and it proves the saying: you can count your true friends on one hand.
Yeah,
and you haven't even used up your whole hand yet.
I don't need more.
So you are managing. I mean, from a financial point of view, there are people. I mean, you are managing, but I mean, as you say, you don't have any time frame of how long is this course now that you're taking, as far as the experimental drug goes. You don't know how long you're going to be on it.
It's forever.
So every month is an unknown amount of money that you need to. I think at this point, let's just let you know the golf day that we were telling you about at Swartkorps sold out. So there are no more places there for that golf day. We're looking forward to being there. Yeah, you're going as well, Simon?
If I'm invited?
You were invited. You are in and you are playing.
With your mail.
I'll be there, yes. I delete mails that Darren sends me.
We will be there as well at the golf day that is on the 1st of August at Swartkorps. Sash?
Yes, you know, I mean, just sitting here and, you know, we've known each other for many years. We've never really had that much time that we've sat and chatted, but just your, you have this incredible sort of aura around you of positivity and where you are. I mean, I sit there and I don't think as a person I could handle something that you're going through. How do you wake up every morning and sit there and go, you know what, this is where my life is, let's go forward?
You know what, Sash? The funny part is, in the past, always worry about the future. What's going to happen in a year? What's going to happen in a month? For me, it's week by week. Today I woke up with a smile, went to gym, went back, came here. From here we're going to a guy called Dion now. This guy's got LS, he's in bed, he can't move, only twitches his eye. We decided once a week we're gonna visit any patient in this country. That's what we do. The second guy we met, Francois, about 2 weeks ago, in a wheelchair, can't speak, only move his head. And when he saw us, he smiled.
Incredible.
And his family started to cry. It's the first time he smiled in a year. Now I made a choice in life, is to go out. I didn't know what was MD. I didn't know. I mean, I told Dr. Kelby, give me pills. He went, nobody. Sorry. Now suddenly everybody knows. So for me it's about an awareness. Because remember, the majority of all the people that get it are men. The men are the breadwinners. And obviously the quality of life of the individual and the family deteriorates.
Sure.
And we tried up the quality of life of every MD patient in this country. So I have a goal in life. If this was meant to be for me, I'll do it with a smile.
Very admirable.
What, Andre Venter, does he have the same thing,
No.
or did he have the same thing, or was it a different form of
Totally
neurological?
different. He had a virus that went into his spine.
Okay, so it's got nothing to do with.
He's actually lucky. He's going to have a long life.
Yeah, we hear that he's that he's actually doing well, and also doing some good things in the Free State as well. Well, I mean, obviously, from what you're telling us now, we and people listening to this as well, just hope and pray that experimental drug will give you a long life as well.
Yeah, I know, Darren. Every day.
And you never know. Next month, something else comes. You don't know
that's
what's
what
around
I
the corner.
want to say. I mean, I read this week there's new brain stem cells being tested in Israel. Might be going there. And they had 1 or 2 breakthroughs. Now obviously we just need for it to be printed and trace it from there. Every single day my team is looking for something.
I know one aspect of your life that you that you would obviously like to have probably better than it is now is your family life and your kids. How often do you get to see them, and what's the status there?
Yeah, well, at this stage, thanks to my lawyer, I see them every second weekend.
Are they doing all right?
They're awesome. They're unbelievable. Yeah, communication with them always non-existent. Tried to SMS, tried to see their kids during the week. Sad thing is there's no support. Don't want to go into too much detail. Yeah, but if there's one person who I believe that can't wait for me to go home, but I'll pray for every day and just now I said that if you don't want to be friends, just be friendly in front of the kids. Not working as well, so I'm just living my life, and when I sing, just have the most quality time I can.
How old are the kids now?
Kali 6, Jordan 8.
And Jordan showing rugby talent?
Oh yeah, unbelievable.
Oh, here we go.
But
Robert
again,
Dupre's got some youngsters coming through as well.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, I mean, at least you're getting to see them and spend some quality time with them as well. So, but you would like the situation to be better, where you'd like to be able to pick up the phone and phone them at any time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I bought them a phone each. The phones are never charged, never on, never available. Just to communicate, that's all. But when I see them, yeah.
Do you what else do you what else do you want to achieve now that your life is in a different place? I mean, I know you're obviously making and you have made this disease a lot more in the forefront and people aware of it as well. What are your other goals that you've set yourself in life?
Just to but then I just want to play ball with my kids one more time. That's my goal. So for me to do that, I have to get healthy, live healthy, search for a cure, and just try to get better.
How do they see what's happening to Daddy? I mean, how do they understand what's going on?
No, they're still young. They know my arms are, as they call it, sore. My legs sore. Same the other day, I played with them in the park and I fell. And John looked at me, came and he helped me up. So in a honest way, I think they know I'm sick, but they don't know it's fatal. Time will come.
Are you in pain?
Not at all.
Not
at all. Just wake up and it's a monthly thing. You can feel your finger start to work less or that type of thing, and then you just give more attention.
It's also, it's quite amazing, because you're completely fully functional in terms of your capacity of your mind.
Your brain stays 100%.
It's just, it's phenomenal. Yet you've gone to see other people who've got motor neuron disease who unfortunately, some of them can't speak and they can't do anything. That must be incredibly tragic to go and see.
It is, in the beginning I took it personal. That's where I might be. Now for me it more motivates me to help them. And by doing that, I'm helping myself.
Are some days like better than others, or do you feel it? Can you sort of track what's happening to you, or do you wake up some mornings and it's like, cool cock, and the next day you say, hey, I feel actually quite cool today?
No. Every morning I feel well. Stress is definitely not good. So the moment I go to the lawyers, I've had that.
The stress comes up.
There's some things in life you just got to manage that stress.
Some days I speak perfectly, other days I speak like this. Some days just enjoy life.
Yeah.
I just wanted, you don't have to answer it, but do you take antidepressants together with all of these other drugs that you are forced to take?
I am on Cipralex.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like me then. So, okay.
So we fine.
There we go. So far, so good.
You take antidepressants?
Plenty.
So ever since you started working here?
Ever since I started here.
How many did you take on the Sharks Bulls game?
None.
None?
Because I needed my aggression.
I'm talking about the last one. Do you still watch a lot of rugby?
Yeah, I do.
Is it?
No, I do. Yeah, well, I called it.
Oh, did
I
you?
said
Okay.
the Crusaders going to win and the Sharks. Obvious reasons.
No, I was talking about the 32-10 game. Yes, come on now. We've had our moments.
Speaking of rugby, Joost, as you say, your life has changed and a lot of the friends and people around have changed. You had some brilliant rivalries with international players, and I'm not just talking locally. How have they, how have those friendships, have they developed, or is it just sort of, hey, sorry you got... Cheers.
So I must be honest, I had the most phenomenal, and I want to say more support from overseas rivals than you.
Incredible.
Justin Marshall has been phenomenal.
Really?
Asked him to do a function for us in Dubai, he's there. George Gregan, phenomenal guy. I can name them all over the world. And the sport is just phenomenal, and that's why rugby is just one big family.
Yeah.
We just need to realize it.
Obviously, I know James Small very well, and he does a regular thing here on a Friday, and he was at the function with for John Smith,
Yeah.
and he was talking about it here in the studio. I mean, we know James is a very emotional guy. James is he's a very private person as well. And you got to get to know him quite well to understand what he's about. Some people see him from the outside and go, you're everything about he's a doers or he's this or he's that and the other. But if you know James, he's he's got a very soft heart. He's very emotional, and he's a vulnerable guy as well. And you could see from him a genuine love for you, based on when he saw you at the function, and based on obviously your relationship that you guys had from 95.
Yeah.
Is there that love for you from the rest of that 95 team? Because I mean, that was a special time. You guys bonded so much in that time.
Honestly, yes. Francois calls me every week, and he spoke to Peter Miller this morning, actually phoned James this morning, Quibus, Bali, Chris Rousseau. I can't go on. That's the team we were, and they support me tremendous. Yopi Miller, Joel. Every month I speak to them.
Yeah, so 95. It's you see now just through this was more than just about winning a World Cup. It's what that whole team and that whole what it meant is for you guys as a team.
Definitely.
Because we will never know some of the stuff that went on in those four walls. Joost, we wish you all the best, my friend. You're Joost van der Westhuizen, and just the best news today was when you told us that you've tried this drug in London, and you're feeling that it's putting a halt on the deterioration.
Well, to put it simple, I can brush my teeth with one hand.
Fantastic. And that for us is that is just a start, and may it carry on in that direction, where we look forward to speaking to you again next time, where you actually hoying a rugby ball with your lighty, with Jordan. I don't know about Kaylee so much. Don't turn into a rugby freak now,
Kaylee, she's quick.
Nice to have you, and all the best, Joost. God bless you, and thanks for coming to chat to us today, and we look forward to seeing you on the 1st of August at the golf day.
Thank you, guys. And it's a privilege. Didn't do any media since Feb, and
oh, really?
None. Not gonna do anything, and
please don't ever talk to Huisgenoot or any of those or any of the report or any of those guys.
When you asked me to, I did it as a friend.
No, so we appreciate that, and you've always been there, as I've always said. Even in Super Sport days, when Monday night someone cancelled on you on the day, Joost was always prepared to come in. That's one thing we can always say about it. We really appreciate it. Simon,
thank you.
Last question, Joost. You're still a rugby man. Stormers Sharks this weekend. Who's going to take it?
Careful.
Well, the Sharks missed out just last time at Newlands. Stormers had a great run. I just believe that on Saturday the Sharks might just have the edge.
There we go. It's
because of the way they played last week. The Stormers had a bye, and the Stormers also had injuries.
Doing Darren a favour doesn't mean you have to support his team.
For once, let him say the Sharks are going to win a game.
I'm not saying I'm going to put money on the Sharks. I'm saying they might.
All right. And the boxing, obviously, you know Heineke very well. Let's just wrap up with your passion and your lifelong passion that's been rugby. And him as the Springbok coach, and what you've seen in the earlier stages, particularly with some of these guys that are coming through now, the youngsters. What do you see? How do you see the road ahead?
The thing that I like with a new boxer, it's got nothing to do with result. For me, is you have a coach that's creating a disciplined, mature culture for the future of those players. And that's how kids did it back in 95.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoy, and I don't care who he picks. That player will always become a better person afterwards.
There we go. Heineke Meyer, Joost van der Westhuizen's thoughts on the Springboks. He thinks the Sharks are going to win Super Rugby this year. We didn't talk about next week. It's great to catch up with you again, boss. And next World Cup, maybe we all go together.
Yeah, why
come
not?
with the Ballz team. Let's go and
Why not?
because I think it's the Box and New Zealand. That's it. Those two teams.
Done.
They're going to be streets ahead of anyone else.
Yeah.
The way it's going at the moment.
I'm actually going to support them in Argentina
Okay, cool.
now the 23rd. I've been invited by the embassy, Tony Leon,
Okay, yeah.
and they're doing a function there for me, so I'm definitely gonna support the boxer.
All right, and enjoy those steaks.
Yeah.
Eat those Argentine steaks. Yo.
I hope Hugo Porter's going to be there. I'm sure he will.
Yeah, well,
Well, he's the Argentine, and he was the Argentine ambassador to South Africa. He's
Yeah.
not still, is he?
I
no.
don't
No,
know.
not. But he'll be there.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
we
he'll be
got
there.
a dinner with him at Tony Leon's house.
Two legends together. That'll be awesome.
Awesome, man. Yes, we'll see you on the 1st of August at Swartkorps down the road.
Cool.
Look forward to it. Sorry that you're not going to be playing.
I'll be on the card.
You'll be on the car chirping.
I'll gooi 'n koele.
Joost van der Westhuizen joining us on Ballz Visual Radio this afternoon. Thanks very much. We really appreciate it for coming, and God bless you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, buddy.